Feedback enables users to see their work through the eyes of others. It can help users identify the gaps between their design intentions and other people's perceptions. However, feedback is a limited resource which highly depends on user social capital and peer networks. Voyant is the first cloud-powered system that can help any user who creates video designs receive structured, perception-oriented feedback from a selected audience. Based on our formative study, Voyant offers 5 types of design feedback. For element, a user receives a list of elements perceived by the crowd, including colors, shapes, objects, and activities. The second tab, First Notice, shows the visual order in which these elements are first noticed in the design. To understand how the impressions of the design are formed, the user can select an impression in the word cloud to see the corresponding visual markers on the design and explanations offered by the crowd. Conversely, the user can select a subset of markers on the design to view the corresponding impressions and explanations. The 2 remaining tabs for goals and guidelines can help the user understand how well the design is perceived to meet its design goals and guidelines. For each of those, Voyant presents an interactive bar chart summarizing the ratings from the crowd. The rating was made on a 7-point scale from -3 to 3. Here, the user selects all the non-positive ratings, and she can further explore the feedback by selecting a subset of these visual markers. Our evaluation shows that the interactive model offered by Voyant helps users analyze the association between the perception of a design and the visual elements within it. To use Voyant, the users first upload the design image, configure the audience, and select which feedback is desired. For example, after selecting goals, the user enters 2 design goals for the poster. Once the user submits the request, Voyant decomposes feedback generation into a description and interpretation phase. The description phase is to identify visual elements that cloud workers can see in a design. The interpretation phase is to ask additional workers to associate their perceptions of the design with the identified elements. The current system uses Amazon Mechanical Turk to recruit workers that match the audience specified by the user. It takes a few hours and US dollars to generate the feedback. We evaluate Voyant with users and their own designs. Users report the feedback about impressions and interpretations of their goals was most helpful, though other feedback types were also valued.